Let's go. Hey. So let's talk about the summer of soul. Why is this not? Hey. Hmm, this thing is hard to open, man. Yeah, so I don't like to have. Of course, it was quick. I just needed to put something else out. I hate to have videos that have the same clothes on because it doesn't look good. Every time when you go down the list of uploaded videos, I like it to have a different look. If I do a new video. Mm, mm. This is these Mexican coconut drinks. They be so fire. Oh, they don't have no dairy. They don't have dairy, but they creamy like they do have um dairy. We're giving people a chance to come in. Come on back. Come on back. Mm, 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 mm. And when I was little, I didn't used to like drinks that had chunks in them, like orange juice with pulp or any kind of drink with something floating in them. Well, I didn't like it, but for some reason, as I get older, I like that shit. Like this has like chunks of coconut in it, and then there's this aloe vera drink that has like chunks of aloe vera in it, floating in it. And I don't know, I just like pulpy orange juice. I just like stuff with something in it. Bubble drinks from like Hawaii or Asian markets with those little tapioca things in them. I love that shit. Yeah, because I don't drink carbonated drinks like Coke and um like Sprite, Coke, shit like that. I don't drink that, so I usually where I get my disgusting carbs from, liquid carbs are like juices and weird shit like that, like this and all right. Oh, give them one more minute. Hey everybody, how are you doing? How do you open this bitch up? That's how my niece is. She will not drink orange juice or lemonade. Why is this not opening up easy? I don't want to break my nail. Okay, there we go. That works. So, have y'all seen Summer of Soul? Has anybody? I've seen. I know Deja just said she saw it, but has anybody seen it, or is something that y'all haven't seen? Y'all need to see it. Ooh. I love orange juice too. I love orange juice. I love a good quality orange juice, man. Okay, so Summer of Soul. It is a documentary about a festival that happened in Harlem at the same time that Woodstock happened. But we never heard about it because, like most Black history and events and shit happening, white shit overshadowed it. And so, because Woodstock was happening at the same time, everybody was like, oh, the Grateful Dead, Jefferson Airplane, and Jimi Hendrix, and all those people were at the white version, which gives you an idea of what that Jimi Hendrix shit, what he was on. He wasn't at the black stuff. He was at the white people stuff. Clock that T. So they recorded it. They hustled the dude who organized it, hustled enough money. He pulled in Maxwell House Coffee to be a supporter. And they recorded it. And it was a festival that lasted 6 weeks. Thank you. And because of it was a black event, when it was time to sell the rights to the recording and get it played somewhere, nobody was interested. So because nobody was interested, they just packed up the footage and put it in a basement. And it has been sitting in a basement for 50 years. When it started, when it starts off, like immediately, the first scene is a young Stevie Wonder in color. Like, you see young Stevie Wonder in black and white when I usually see him. I think the first time I seen him in color was I'm gonna do everything in the book and find myself to what is that song with him and Diana Ross? I'm gonna make you happy. Yes, I will. Oh, yes, I will. I don't know the words. I'm gonna make you love me. Your love is strong, you see it. Ah, baby. Oh, y'all know that fucking song. Anyway, so it's a recording with Diana Ross and Stevie Wonder on some kind of special singing. I'm gonna make you love me. That's the first time I see him in color. But around this age, he did this festival. And he's up singing, and he starts playing the drums. This blind musical protege is playing the drums. I'm like, this footage has been sitting in a basement. Somebody knew this existed. And this footage has been sitting in a motherfucking basement for 50 years. This footage. This is powerhouse footage. This ain't no motherfucking bullshit. This is like, wow. That's how it starts off. And it don't do nothing but get better as it goes. And so they give you the cultural context of what's happening. So what's happening is, black folks has been wore out. They have seen the death of multiple leaders, white and black, for their cause, who was down for their cause. And so they like Motown 25 in the 70s, Berry Gordy celebration. Yes, wore me out. And so this is like they are, I don't want to say downtrodden. They're not that. But what has happened in the midst of this is multiple assassinations has happened. Martin Luther King, um, Malcolm X, one of the Kennedys, like multiple assassinations has happened. And so, like they're like on a national level, this has been traumatizing. And so they're stuck in the ghettos of Harlem. The culture is there. There's multiple cultures. There's Dominican to Puerto Rican, um, black folks, Italians, and so 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 and so. And so they're kind of living and being in community with each other. And so this was almost like a gift, like a fucking celebration of blackness and celebration of, you know, doing something for the people. And and it was huge, 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 huge. So that's the cultural context of what was going on. So they started, they went on what was it, the Sunday? So they started off, let's talk about the churchy shit. So they started off with clear Butch Queen Minister of Music, which I love because they didn't talk about it, but the context of where we are in our culture today, we knew that this is one of the girls. This is one of the queens. And old school queens, churchy, doing the thing, and they were singing the "Oh Happy Day." And you know, most of our consciousness, we know the Sister Act. The Sister Act. Oh, happy day when Jesus washed. When Jesus washed my sins away. Oh, happy day. And they're doing a version of Oh, Happy Day. I think this is the original version of the original choir who recorded it. Baby. Led by one of the old Minister of Music queens. And I just thought it was so cute, so clean, so classic of where, you know, blackish fuck shit. Like it just gives you, you knew back then that's where the rumor and the not the rumor, but the what is it? Where you knew the Sylvesters and the Tonays and the James Clevelands and the you know, the people who, you know, the Donnie McClurkins of today. There's so many. We knew that the music that was coming out of the church a lot of times was led by the queens, like the gay boys that were just stuck in church because they was raised in church, and boom, this is my talent, so I'm about to give you this, Lord, and give you this kind of difference in how we're singing and how we're doing what we're doing, and being like on the cutting edge of secular and gospel, you know, before the Matty Moss Clarks, you know, before the respectable Clark folks started coming in and said, we go do something different. You know, it got attributed to some things to them because they're more respectable, you know. But, you know, the queens was doing their thing. So I loved it. Then the staple singers. I don't know if y'all sound like Walter Hawkins. He wrote "Oh Happy Day," and it was very controversial in church. Yes, it was. That's who it was. Yes, that's who it was. It was Walter Hawkins. And the hustle of the Staple Singers' father. And I got introduced to the Staple Singers through Mavis doing what's the song she did with BB and CC Winans? What was that song? I'll Take You There. I'll take you there. Was it I'll Take You There? I know a place, y'all. Ain't nobody crying. Ain't nobody worrying. Um, ain't no smiling faces. I'll take you there. Is that lying to the races? That's it, right? Oh, I know a place, y'all. Ain't nobody. Something I can't remember, but that's how I was introduced to her. So I didn't know her. I had heard, different songs. Um, different songs like in the past. Like I remember that song being in the lexicon of old school music, but that's when it really was that's when Mavis really came into my consciousness as a child. But I know yeah. So when that came out, that's how I was introduced to her. So when I see her on Solar Summer with her sisters in her younger days being led by their father who taught them everything that they know, and she's giving you her classic, when we saw them in I'll Take You There, she was older. She was older than BB and CC, and she old school legend type shit. But this is when she's in her youthful young prime. And you like, oh, this is how she became who she became. And then she says, and then they talk about the father, and she was like, Daddy, this sounds like the blues. This don't sound like church. And he was like, that's all it is. Like he literally is telling her, like, this the hustle. Like, I know how to play the blues. But we just add that to the churchy shit, and honey, we make it sickening. We make it for the Lord. And so them in their motherfucking usher board, white with them white stockings. Come on, usher board. They looking like usher board, baby. Up there singing their tails off. I thought that was beautiful. Then here comes thick thick ass motherfucker Mahalia Jackson, baby. You know Mahalia was bodied under that motherfucking gown. I don't know if y'all clocked, but you know that Mother Mahalia had shape under that gown, baby. Cause she looked bodied to me. Like she was about to do old nasty Continental Plus number. She looked like she was about to do some kind of number in that red. She had her rouge, baby. Her whole cheeks was rouge. She had her wig. She was chocolate, and in that red, she just was looking lovely. I thought Miss Mahalia was looking lovely until she opened her mouth and her teeth looked like missing keyboard keys. Them teeth was looking horrible. Ooh. Sorry, Lord, but child, them bad. Ooh, them teeth was bad, baby. She looking like a meth addict. Or y'all remember like when the cartoons used to have the little keys rattling in the mouth? Ooh, it was horrible. But her body looked sickening. And so, Mahalia at this time, Mahalia, this is now she's like older. She's an older legend at this time. You feel what I'm saying? And so This is seven. So this is when she's, she's older. She's not in her prime no more. And so she tells Mavis, girl, I'm gonna need you to help Auntie Mahela sing this song. Because I'm not feeling real good. And honey, Mavis says, say no more, Auntie. Because she was like, I've been looking up to Mavis. I mean, I've been looking up to I've been looking up to Mahalia for decades at this point. And for her to want me to help her sing her song. Ooh. And so Mavis is get up there and she kills it. She keeps whatever. I don't remember what song she sung by. It's Precious Lord. Killed it. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn through the storm. Oh, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord. Lead me on. Yeah, yeah. Ah, precious Lord, come on. And then Mahala come in behind her and finishes out, still singing though, still singing her tail off. She just didn't start it off. She said, I can only do a little bit. And then she said, let me let the spirit move me. So that was the end of the gospel. Who else had some gospel stuff? Did somebody else have some gospel stuff? Those are the only ones I remember. The choir, Mavis, and then Mahalia. Then they had David Ruffin. He had went solo. What kind of interface are you using? I don't know. What do you mean? Oh my, it is Focus Bright, a Focus Right 18 something. It's a 4-track Focus Right something. Um, yes, it is. It's a Focus Right. It's something. Focus Right. Focus Right something. A 4-track. It's red. But yes, David Ruffin. I put my music up on SoundCloud. If you search for Diamond Stylz on SoundCloud, you can find my music there. Um, there's a whole playlist of my music. Um, what else? I love David Ruffin, his effortless falsetto. Yes, way he killing them high notes. I was like, what is? I had never heard. We know David Ruffin can sing his ass off, but I didn't know he was hitting them high notes. I was like, what? This is when he was solo, and I was like, what? Do you mix it yourself? You know what? I do everything myself, but I can't even tell you that I'm mixing it. I make it sound as good as it can sound to my ears and then post it. I don't I'm not a producer. I just record. I'm more of a songwriter and record that yeah. Um and there's actually some songs that I've recorded that are I don't like how they I like how they sound in my headphones, but when I render them, they're not level. Like some parts are too loud, but in the headphones when I'm in my what you call it on Pro Tools or on like Garage Band, it sounds different than when I render it and play it on something. It sounds off. So I remember Dr. Dre was talking about that. Like he wanted when he made beats by Dre. He said I wanted the sound in the headphones, my headphones, to be like the sound that I hear in the studio. And so anyway, but that's just music shit. But yes, it doesn't sound the same. Yeah, I don't know how to do it on my own. Some songs just come out perfect, and I don't know why. But certain songs be off. Um, but yes, we talk about summer, so you got me talking about music. So yeah, David Ruffin and his high notes, he was killing that. I didn't know he was that ugly at that time. He was cute. I felt like something was cute about him when he was in the Temptations, but when he was on the stage, he was looking kind of ugly. Um, and I was like, "Ooh, David, you're looking kind of rough and ugly." But I guess this is when he was, started his drug binge. um, who else came out? That motherfucking Sly and the Family Stone. How they had that girl who was playing the trumpet. Um, they were killing it. I knew I loved some songs by Sly and the Family Stones, but seeing their energy, Sly and the Family Stone always reminds me of Animal when he got older from the Muffet Babies. Y'all know I'm gonna sing everything. When your room looks kind of weird and you wish that you weren't there, just close your eyes and make believe, and you can be anywhere. I like adventure. I like romance. I love great jokes. Animal dance. I fix my computer. I zip through the air. And I like long hair. Muffin, 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 baby, babe. Ooh. I love the Muffin Babies theme song. But anyway, Animal, when he gets older, one of the Jim Hibbs Muffets, when he gets older, he reminds me of Sly from Sly and the Family Stone. His Muppet character reminds me of him. So I always like, he looks like Animal. Like I wouldn't be surprised if Sly would like if Jim Henson didn't base his character off of Sly. Let me see if I can maybe. I am everyday people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Twitch. I'm on so many things that I'm apt overwhelmed. I bit the bullet and fucking started a TikTok, but I'm so app overwhelmed. You're gonna start reading these old school people's look. They were more focused on talent. Yeah. Yeah, it just is it was all over the place. But yes, I thought that the fact that they had a female trumpet player was fire. That was fire. And then you had Mother Gladys Knight coming up there with her thick legs and singing her tail off. Who else? Who else do they have? I'm trying to think of who else, who other people, man. Stevie did a set. Was there anybody that I didn't know? I was gonna wait to the end to talk about that. Because that's the climax. I'm trying to think of what else before I get to Nina. Who else? Who else before I get to Nina? I'm forgetting about somebody. Am I forgetting about somebody? So we got Stevie. Yeah, I think that's it was just a bunch of fucking black ass fucking artists that you just didn't know that they had this fucking concert. And the fact that we have not been able to get it. Was Aretha there? No. Oh, Jesse Jackson was there. Looking fucking like a snack with these motherfucking 70s. You know, he had we don't, it's politically incorrect to say it now, but you know, he had back then, he had the good hair and it was all cute. And it was those ones, the sideburns that come down real thick and then they cut them off right here. Woo! He was looking like a motherfucking snack. I can tell why he was getting all the activist pussy back in the day. Because he was tall and fine. Woo, Lord. Jesse was tall and fine. With the good hair. Baby. He was looking good. Was Aretha there? No, Aretha wasn't there. Mm-mm. The pork chop sideburns, yes. 6'3" and give me this Reverend Cock, please. Give it to me. Keep hope alive in this puss. My legs would have been open. Ready. Ooh. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Who else? They had a Republican politician that helped it go on. Um, who else? Am I missing somebody? Okay, nobody else. So the last but definitely 100% not least was Nina Simone. Nina Simone get on this motherfucking stage and she is looking like a fucking African goddess in yellow with this with her hair braided in this intricate kind of style and this circle and Nina Simone. And you get into why she was Nina and who she was. She sung Young, Gifted, and Black. She sung and where she got it from, was it Raising in the Sun, the one who wrote I just watched a documentary of her last night. Angela, my brain is saying Angela Lansbury, but I know that is Murder She Wrote. What is the black lady name that wrote Raising in the Sun? It's not Angela Lansbury. It's something like that. What is her name? Lorraine Hansberry. Lorraine Hansberry. My brain kept saying Angela Lansbury. Lorraine Hansberry. Yes. I just watched a documentary about her last night. Literally. Well, how the fuck I get Murder She Wrote? Angela girl, doorknobs and what's the movie Angela was in? Bed knobs and broomsticks, or what's the movie? God, I can't remember that movie that Angela Lansbury was in. But yes, Lorraine Hansberry. Nina was saying that she wrote Young, Gifted, and Black, a song called that because of, I think they were blocking Lorraine's play or Lorraine's book or something. I can't remember. And she was like, honey, we're gonna make a song about it, bitch. Block that, bitch. Block that, hoe. Mississippi goddamn that bitch. Or something she said. So she sung that. That was fire. Young, gifted, and black. And crazy part, I hadn't actually heard that song all the way through. I know that part, but the actual lyrics of the verse, I hadn't heard it. And I was like, that was so perfect. And then she read a poem by somebody, baby, Mother Angela, not Mother Angela, Mother Nina was definitely proving she's the legend that she is. This was in her prime. I'm using my music for political activism to inspire the black people, and this is what it is. And I'm giving it to you. And she gets up off her computer and not out for her piano. And she started reciting a poem, and it's just so powerful, and it gets emotional, and it made me cry as well. It just was fucking beautiful. Like, I was thinking in my head, who is the fucking idiot? Well, everything happens for a reason, because I'm sure this footage was worth. I'm sure Questlove was the director of this. So however Quest got this footage, however he got it, he got a gold mine, because I'm sure that Hulu was like, we'll give you whatever you want, whatever kind of money to make this into, for us to put this on our platform. Cause this fucking footage was it's just, Stevie Wonder alone in the beginning was enough. But the fact that we are getting Nina, we're getting David Ruffin, we're getting these live performances of these fucking black entertainment juggernauts that that are part of the whole American musical lexicon, culture. Gladys, just, I mean, we're talking about Stevie Wonder, Mahalia Jackson, Gladys Knight, um, Walter Hawkins, his impact on everybody who had some type of, David Ruffin, everybody who had Mavis, everybody who had some type of impact on American musical culture. It was like, whoa. It was like, whoa. Like, how does this sit other than racism? How does this black ass, black love, this culmination of black, display of black joy, display of black beauty, the display of black talent, how, other than the pressures of racism, how does this get stuck in a basement for 50 fucking years? I was like, what? Yeah, this, each time somebody came on that was a fucking legend, I was like, this was stuck in a basement for 50 years. This, but cherry on top was that motherfucking Nina. Because after they give you the context of what was going on, then she come on and her music is so with the times, what's needed. Baby, I loved it. So this actually was one of the best things that I have watched when it comes to feel good black shit. It was one of the best things that I have watched in a long time. Feel good black shit. I can't even think what was the last thing that was on this level. Um, but this was amazing. The creator and the innovator of psychedelic funk, rock and soul, R&B, gospel, and blues, all in one place, captured on film in a basement. Like what? Just sitting, child, and somebody, whoever put it down there, or somebody who knew it existed, y'all let it just. What made y'all let it just sit? What? Mm, I was gagged. I was gagged. Gagged, 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 gagged. I come to my life like more abundantly. I come that you may have life to eternity. Then I come to condemn the world or shame you for your wrong. But I come to be a broken heart and to give your heart a soul, soul, soul. I come to give you life. I come to give you joy. I come to give you life more abundantly. But yes, Summer of Soul is amazing. If you just want to watch a festival, a black ass festival with nostalgic black artists, old school singing, old school just artists. Like it's just amazing. And see just a bunch of beautiful black ass people in the audience. They go to different clips where the black folks is just standing looking fucking gorgeous. Like just looking uh, just so many different types: light skin, dark skin, brown, black men, black women, um, you know, Afro Latinx folks. Oh, it just was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes. Ooh. Yes. Come on. Old school culture choir. Yes. Joy, 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 joy. Joy, 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 joy. I love that song. So it's like a concert documentary. Yes, it's like a concert. Just recordings of a festival that happened with the main artist. Loved it. I freaking loved it. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. I loved it. I'm trying to think of what else was amazing about it. It just how they put everything together. Like was said earlier, there was multiple um this was expanded 6 days or 6 weeks or something like that. Was it 6 weeks or 6 days? 6 weeks, whatever. It expanded a lot. No, it had to be like 6 days. 6 weeks? Hmm. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, I come that you might have life more abundantly. I come. No shame you for your wrong, but I come to mend the broken heart and to give your heart a song. Yes. Old school. Hmm. Yes, it was beautiful. So watch it. I loved it. It was amazing. I haven't seen anything like it. Every weekend for 6 weeks. Yes. I also showed how we began to riot after MLK was assassinated. Cities all over went up in smoke, and some never recovered. Absolutely. Yes. And how this was actually a New York tactic. Letting them do this was actually a New York tactic to calm the beast within us. So it was almost like a tranquilizer. It was beautiful, but also a beautiful manipulation. I'm glad you pointed that out too. Because yeah, it was beautiful, but it was almost like a manipulation. Because people act like, people love to use the I'm not my ancestors or some shit like that, where almost like they shitting on the ancestors. Like they didn't have some rebellious ass motherfucking ancestors, like motherfucking Nat Turner didn't exist, like Jim Mark Vesey didn't exist, like Gabriel Proctor didn't exist, like Harriet didn't exist, like motherfuckers wasn't blowing niggas head off so they wouldn't get caught. Like we didn't have ancestors that was about it, that ran away every chance they getting their motherfucking feet cut off and getting hanged. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, the feisty ones didn't survive, bitch. Some of them fucking did, but most of them motherfuckers got killed. And then so in this situation, in the 70s, they was burning shit down just like we burning shit down now. So when they try to act like when Oprah Winfrey and all them other motherfuckers, I love me some Oprah, but sometimes the shit she be talking bullshit. When they be talking about, oh, you gotta have a plan. You can't just be running around tearing shit up. And her and fucking Obama, fuck out of here, motherfucker. Respectability, fucking moderate ass, fucking liberals, fuck out of here. Hi, Andrew. It's so much. It's the same thing when I was telling you about when we were talking about Sha'Carri. It's so many black motherfuckers talk about, well, she knew the rules, she knew the consequences. These would be the same motherfuckers that I said this on Facebook. These would be the same motherfuckers that when you ran away and you came back and then caught your ass and brought you back and you about to get your whooping on the slave plantation. Them niggas is talking about Sha'Carri knew the rules. They be the same niggas looking at you. See, I told you, don't run away. Master was gonna catch you. It's no point. You know how things are. You just stay here and pick your cotton. Stop trying to run away. Cause you know the rules. This will happen when you don't follow the rules, Jimmy John. They letting you know that they would be the coons. The motherfuckers that are saying, why are y'all tearing up things? They would be the coons, y'all. They would be the ones snitching on y'all. You're messing it up for everybody else by doing that. They would be snitching on y'all. They would be snitching and telling y'all hiding in the floorboards. They would be telling the white people that y'all hiding in the attics. They would be telling them where y'all be hiding. They would be snitching y'all. These would be the ones. Them motherfuckers. But also, it's sad. Watching it reminded me, hearing some of them people talk about what was going on, reminded me how we are slowly moving into a better direction. How slow it is. Because some of the same points that they were making back then in the 70s is some of the same points that we're making now. And not some things have changed, but not, it's going so slow. This is fucking 50 years ago. And we still having these same type of racial conversations, a little bit more progressive and nuanced, but very similar. We still having these conversations. Annoying as fuck. Annoying as fuck. It's just so slow. So slow. So slow. Whatever. So I watched the documentary, and then I watched the Lorraine Hansberry documentary, and I was going to watch it. It's only 2 hours. I thought it was a series of episodes. No, it's a 2 hour special. It's good. The Lorraine Hansberry documentary was so good because, as we know, Lorraine Hansberry was a lesbian playwright, and it talks about her queerness and how, they used to navigate queerness back then, and how, she had her husband, but she also would write books under a pseudonym about her lesbian experience or her lesbian fantasies or whatever. And then she took her money when she was writing, was kind of famous from raising a son. She was donating her money to a whole lesbian organization. And there was a time when a bunch of lesbians were donating for this org to actually still exist, and everybody was using false names, and it had to be secret. And then I didn't know she came from money. Like, her dad is one of the first people who segregated Chicago. I didn't know that about her. Her dad was, you know, they came for coins. And so he was like a groundbreaker too. So that was sickening to me. Lorraine Hansberry's father. That was sickening to me. Then, they were talking about the first time that Raising the Sun played in the Broadway play on Broadway, and Sidney Poitier she was so shy that he literally had to go downstairs in the audience and pick her up and take her on stage so she can get the applause, because everybody was like standing ovation of the work. And so, and she was so shy, and he had to literally pick her body up and bring her on stage for her to get the applause. It was crazy. Um, then, just like Audre Lorde, she ended up getting some kind of, is it cancer? No, was it cancer, or I can't remember exactly what happened with her, but some type of disease that she had to stop working, and she wasn't getting the care that she needs. Just like Audre Lorde, who was an adjunct professor, and they wouldn't let her off to take care of her body, and so she ended up dying of fucking cancer. But that's what happened to our legends. They, you know, can't get what they need. That was good. Her and Nina Simone was good friends, and she was like a radical. She wasn't just like a leftist. She was a radical, which I loved. Yeah, she just was a bad, overall bad bitch. I love Lorraine Hansberry. Mm, then I went on documentary binge last night. Then I watched a Ella Fitzgerald documentary, and it gave me tons of information about her that I didn't know. Um, one of the highlights of it for me was one of the, you know how they bring commentators and experts on to talk about whoever the subject is. So he was like, in 1960 in Berlin, she did a 5 minute rendition of How High the Moon. And it's one of my favorite renditions, of course. And he named all the songs that she referenced in that scat portion. So there's a portion that's somewhere there's music, I'll fade the tune. Somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. The darkest night will shine and you will come to me soon. Till it comes true that you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's music is where you are. Somewhere there's heaven, it's near or far. The darkest night will shine and you will come to me soon. I'm asking a high, 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 high the moon. Do ba doo, ba doo doo ba doo ba da ba doo dee, do ba doo doo. All of that. So when she starts that, she goes for like 5 minutes scatting, and then she starts singing other shit within the swing that she was doing. And she referenced like 14 ad fucking out the blue fucking songs. From Perry Mason, the theme to Perry Mason to go back home to Idaho, Idaho, all kinds of just fucking songs that was living in her head that she put in this fucking song. Even there are songs that's usually sung in major that she sung in minor, and she just was fucking brilliant. And they were just naming each one that she was referencing, and that had never been done. And it was like, what is fucking happening? This bitch is a fucking beast. And because she was trained to use her voice like an instrument in big bands, she had to compete. So she was able to improvise. Um, she was able to improvise in a way that most singers couldn't. And then they were talking about, her influences from Louis Armstrong, but I know people don't like to mention this because she's white. But Ella herself, in an interview out of her own mouth, she said one of her earliest inspirations was was Connie Boswell of the Boswell sisters. Do y'all know the Boswell sisters? The Boswell sisters are a three-girl sister group from the like 20s and 30s, and the lead singer kills it. Her name is Connie Boswell. She has polio, so you never see the sisters singing standing up because Connie is in a wheelchair. You only see up close to all three of their faces because they never show their body because being disabled wasn't sickening. Not that it was always ever sickening, but it wasn't something that you showed. It was actually a negative thing. that you should be shamed of. So, but if you listen to Connie, you like, oh wait, I'm hearing where Ella started. Like you can hear how she could start singing that way. Because Connie, while not doing all the sickening stuff that Ella could do, um is this her? The Lee Phillips Show, brought to you by Tidy House. Come on. Say, well, come on, we're gonna take a picture now. Open your mouth like you singing. Open your mouth. Hurry up. New York City. They had big production. Works. Oh, she gonna sing? Something about. Oh no, this is an interview. I'm trying to find it for you. Boswell Sisters. Okay, here we go. This is Crazy People. Crazy people, crazy people, crazy like me, go crazy, big like you. Oh, hold on. Crazy people, crazy people like me, so crazy, everything to do. While we are underneath the moon above, you've got me acting just like a loon. It must be love, please love. Crazy people, crazy people. Oh, I don't want to mess it up. So y'all can hear it. People like you. And people like things you do when we are under the moon above. You got the act just like a moon. It must be love. Listen to this little sketch she does when they start again. The speed. It's an old custom of the house that keeps folks from drifting apart. Now that's the reason, baby, that I call you baby. Here. We're each other's counterpart. You hear that? Crazy people like me, go crazy on people like you. Wow. Goofy people, that people like me, go crazy over things you do. Wow. No money is brave enough, sweet ain't no charm. It's just the habit of God. You drive me wild. Crazy people, that people like me, go crazy over people like you. Wow. You shit it. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. But this part, that one little part, that oh. And this is like in the 30s. And Ella in an interview said like it was Connie Boswell. It was Louis Armstrong and Connie Boswell. Well, in her brain, she was like, those are the people that I was trying to mimic when I started when I was younger. Where, Connie being, she was a little girl when Connie was popping off. And so just a little tidbit of history. The disabled Connie Boswell, baby, said, let me show you how to do the beginning of this scatting shit. And Ella said, let me take it and wear it out. Crazy people like me go crazy people like you. Oh. Goofy people. Mm-hmm. 'Cause I don't wanna be like you. 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 ' Oh yes. So yes, watch Summer of Soul. Watch the documentary of Lorraine Hansberry, and watch a documentary of Ella Fitzgerald. If y'all music buffs, all three of those are giving so much tea about Frank Sinatra, so much tea about Marilyn Monroe. I think we've seen the meme going around talking about how Marilyn told them, bitch, if y'all don't integrate this motherfucker, I'm not coming. Ella don't need to come through the back. Ella, if Ella don't sing or if Ella can't perform at this place, I'm not showing up. So what y'all gonna do? And Ella says she never had to play at small jazz clubs anymore after Marilyn forced them use her privilege as white fucking superstar Marilyn Monroe to force them to let Ella play and desegregate their nightclubs. Child, Ella said, I ain't never played no small nightclub since then. Thanks to Marilyn. Allyship. Come on, wear it out. But yes, watch that shit. It's so many different little gems. But yes. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get up off of here. Watch Summer of Soul, and I will see y'all next week. I'm gonna be in Hawaii next Friday. I fly out on the 13th. I'll be in Dallas on Monday, and so on the 13th I fly out. I think to Hawaii. So I will be probably recording. I will be going live from Hawaii, so we can chat from there if the internet is right. Because sometimes the internet be weird. But yes, all right. I will talk to y'all later, and y'all be blessed.